What's going on, everybody? John here, and today we're going to talk about my favorite lens for concert photography and photography in general, the Sigma 30mm 1.4 Art. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. I do tutorials, reviews, music recap videos, so if you like what you see, definitely hit that subscribe button. Like this video, it definitely helps a lot, and I appreciate your support. So this is the Sigma 30mm 1.4 Art for Canon. They do have a Sony mount as well. It's a prime lens, so it's a fixed 30 millimeters. And right now the price point is about $390, so it's definitely one of the more affordable prime lenses out there. So why did I get the Sigma 30mm 1.4? Now, I shoot a lot of concerts. That's mainly what I shoot for both photo and video. And when you're shooting concerts, a lot of the times they're in small to medium clubs where the lighting isn't that great. And depending on the artist, their lighting in particular, whatever lighting package that they're using, may be non-existent, so it's the general lighting that the house light person is doing. So I needed something that was able to open up fairly wide to let as much light that's available in so that I can get a good composition. Now, I also shoot a lot of street photography, and I tend to do that a lot at night. So again, same concept. I need something that can stop down to let as much light in as possible to get a good composition. The other benefits to the Sigma 30mm 1.4 is the autofocus is fairly quick. So yes, it's not a Canon lens, but it works very well on the Canon. And from what I hear, it works very well on the Sonys too. The autofocus is fairly quick. So when I'm shooting concerts and the artists are bouncing around on stage, I'm able to focus in very quickly and get the shot off that I need. The manual focus also is very, very good. The ring is very smooth. There is not a lot of jittering, not a lot of noise at all. So as I'm shooting video, a lot of the times I will do manual focus as the artist is running around on stage, same concept, and I'm able to focus in fairly smoothly with the artist as they're running back and forth. The 30mm Sigma is also a prime lens, so it's one focal point. It's not a zoom lens. Obviously there are pluses and minuses to this, but to me having a prime lens is a benefit because there are no mechanics in between. So when you have, say, a 24 to 70, which is a great lens as well, you're having those mechanics in between. Whereas with a 30mm, it's a fixed lens. You're only working with that one focal length, and there's nothing really in between to take away from the photo, no mechanics or anything like that. Given the fact that it does stop down to 1.4, the range on it is fantastic. If you want to get very artistic shots with a lot of bokeh in the background, works fantastic for that as well. And the lens is also very compact. As you saw in the opening to this video of me holding it, it's a fairly compact lens. So you're not dealing with a lens that's, this big. It fits in your bag very easily. It fits on the camera very nicely. It doesn't add a ton of weight to the camera, a little bit, but not a ton. So the lens does have a couple of downsides, but nothing major in my opinion. One being that it is a prime lens, so it is a fixed 30mm lens. So when you're, say, doing concert photography and you're dealing with a stage that's fairly high, maybe the pit is fairly small, you're not going to have that range available to you as you would with a 24 to 70, where you can get a really wide shot with a 24mm and be able to get the photos that you might need in a tight space. So with the prime, with the 30, you're going to have to really get creative with the placement of your camera, holding it up, and really kind of, again, get creative with the way you're shooting it. The other downside to it, at times in low light with 1.4, it does have a little bit of issue focusing in, and when it does, occasionally you get soft edges. But other than that, there's really not a heck of a lot of downsides to this lens. The dynamic range is great. If you're looking to get some great bokeh, it's fantastic for that. So this is a lens I would definitely recommend picking up to add to your kit. It's a good all-around general purpose lens for concert photography, street photography. I have used it for landscapes, for portraits. It's a really versatile lens and something that I highly recommend that you get. So there you have it, guys. That's my take on the Sigma 30mm 1.4 lens. Quick video for you. If you have any questions specifically about the lens, drop it in the comments below. I'll definitely answer it to the best of my ability. And again, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to the channel. It helps, and I'll see you in the next one.